Hey guys, welcome back. So continuing with the styling of this, we're going to style the header section now. Remember I told you this is going to be split into a couple of sections. We're going to have the header section, we're going to have the form section, and then this bottom part. We're going to do this header section now. So let's right click on this and inspect element, just to take us to it. And click on this header div right here. And let's start with that. And thankfully there's only one thing we need, just one line of style. We just want to say padding. It's going to be 20 pixels on top and bottom, and then 0 on the left and right. So nothing on the sides, but 20 on the top and bottom. So that's it, real easy start. Copy that and go back to our text editor, and this is for the header div right here. So at the bottom, let's just say sign in container, column, and then dot header. Okay, and paste that in there. Easy start. Save that and refresh the page, and we should still see that. Great. Next thing is the image, but we've already done it. So if you look at this, we already have this width 100%, so great, we can move on from that. Easy. Let's go down to this H3 now, and this is going to be the longest part, but there's still, I think there's only about 6 or 7 things we need to do, so it's not too bad. So click on the H3, and then go to here, and let's just say font size is going to be 24 pixels, so a little bit smaller than it already is. We're going to say font weight is going to be 400, okay, so that's just the thickness of the font. Then we'll say line height is going to be 32 pixels, and this is, like the name suggests, the height of the lines themselves. If I make this smaller, you'll see what happens. So the lines are now even smaller. You can, if I hover over it, the blue part is the line height. So let's just put that back to 32 pixels. Let's then do margin is going to be 0, so no margin, because by default, if I uncheck that, you'll see that we have this orange part underneath. That's because these header tags have margins by default. So let's put margin 0. We don't want any margin at all. And then last two things, let's just say padding bottom is going to be 0, nothing on the bottom. And then finally padding top is going to be 16 pixels, just like that. And that's it. Copy those now. And this is for the H3, remember. So go back to here, and then let's just say sign in container, column, header, and then finally H3, just like that. So we're being quite descriptive on these tags. We don't really need to be this descriptive with these selectors, but it's always good to do that. So let's save it and go back to here. And there's just one more thing to do with this header section, and that's just this span here. That's it. And the good news is there's only one line. So let's just say font size is going to be 14 pixels. So a little bit smaller than it already is. And that's it. The header section is done. So let's copy that and go back to here. And this is for the span here. And we didn't give it a class, but that's okay. There's only one span in the header section, so we can just reference that directly. So we can just say sign in container dot column and then dot header, and then finally span. If you want to go and give that a class instead of using just a span, you could, because this code here will be applied to every single span inside the header element, but we only have one, which is why we've done it. But if you want to add more, maybe you want to go and add a class to it, that's your choice. So save that, refresh the page, and it should be exactly the same as we see it now, which it is. Good job.